The king of Egypt, Pharaoh, was afraid of the growing number of Israelites and ordered that all Hebrew baby boys be killed. To save her child, his mother placed him in a basket and set him gently among the reeds of the Nile River. Pharaoh's daughter found the baby and felt compassion for him. She adopted him and named him Moses, which means, drawn out of the water. Moses grew up in the palace as a prince of Egypt. But deep in his heart, he knew he was an Israelite. One day, Moses saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. In anger, he defended the slave and later fled Egypt, afraid for his life. He escaped into the wilderness of Midian, where he became a shepherd. There, on Mount Horeb, something extraordinary happened. Moses saw a bush that was on fire, but it was not burning up. From that burning bush, God spoke to him. God told Moses to return to Egypt and lead his people out of slavery. Moses felt afraid and unworthy, but God promised to be with him. Moses returned to Egypt and stood before Pharaoh. "Let my people go," he said. But Pharaoh refused. Through Moses, God sent powerful signs and plagues upon Egypt. Finally, after the last plague, Pharaoh allowed the Israelites to leave. As they escaped, Pharaoh changed his mind and chased them with his army. The Israelites were trapped between the army and the Red Sea. But God made a way. He parted the waters, and the people walked through on dry ground. When the Egyptian army followed, the sea returned, and the Israelites were safe. In the wilderness, God provided food from heaven called manna and water from a rock. On Mount Sinai, Moses received the 10 Commandments, laws to guide the people in living a holy life. Though the journey was long and difficult, Moses remained faithful. He led the Israelites for 40 years toward the Promised Land. Though he did not enter it himself, he saw it from afar before he died. Moses' life teaches us that God can use anyone, even someone who feels weak or afraid, to accomplish great things. From a baby in a basket to a mighty prophet and leader, Moses' story reminds us that faith, courage, and obedience can change history. And just like Moses, we can trust that God has a purpose for our lives too.